All right. FollowMeTrades.com, Real Traders Club live session on Thursday, April 6, 2023. CNBC dashboard. What do we got here? Overview. Stocks dip to wrap up short trading week. Good Friday tomorrow. Markets close. All right. Dow is down 128 points, 0.38%. S&P down 0.36. NASDAQ, call it 0.5%. Weak job data fuels recession fears. So the R word's back in play. And the weak jobs data that they're talking about, we'll look at the economic report calendar here, was the unemployment claims. Forecast was that they would be at 200,000, came in higher at 228,000. Not a huge jump, but in the absence of other news, that one's got people's attention. Tomorrow's the employment report from the government, and you can see those are flagged red, could move the market. So, the banking situation is less and less in the headlines, and now we're looking at jobs data, and also oil was in the headlines. It's kind of stabilized, sitting here about 80. You can look here at the daily chart for crude oil futures, right? Jumped up and now it's just gone completely sideways. And as we had noted, it's at this prior resistance level. So this jump that, drove all kinds of headlines, it was a big jump, but got us to a level that is not crazy so far. And you can see not a bit of ink being spilled over that right now. All right, layoffs. Now of course, unemployment's up, so we got to do some stories about layoffs. Up nearly fivefold so far this year, with tech leading the way. And there have been some pretty big layoffs at the big tech companies. A couple of interesting articles talked about how the hiring binge that the big tech companies were on over the last couple of years. It was almost like a status symbol. How fast can we hire? What kind of perks can we offer? And that bill came due. So Google CFO sent out a company-wide letter talking about, hey, we're going to cut costs, right? And some of the perks, and fewer on-site massage therapists and catered meals and all that stuff. Maybe more actually like a job. I don't know. I don't work for Google. But, yeah, life is hard, right? So let's look at who's moving the markets. It's good. It's a fun screen here on CNBC. Market movers, big top gainers, top losers. And in the top gainers, banks, Zion, Comerica, Trust Financial, Fifth Third, U.S. Bank Corp, Keep Corp, Citizens Financial. There's a real industry group trend. And how fun is it? Because in our pick service, we are long Zions and we are long Fifth Third. How fun is it to have trades that you are long show up in the top mover list? Real fun. Top decliners, Mosaic, Costco. So Costco, and this may be a more important indicator of recession. Their comparable sales for March were down. And when you factor out the drop, from the peak in the price of gasoline and foreign exchange differences, down pretty good. So, Costco, over 20 billion a month in sales. That's huge. They're a huge part of the economy. So if they're slowing down, that is a real indicator. All right. So that's kind of the headlines, the news, the backdrop, and let's go look at the chart. What is going on? We like to look at the S&P 500 because it's the 500 biggest U.S. companies, right? The Dow's only 30. So I think this is a really, really good cross-section of the overall market. So daily chart, we're in an uptrend, right? We talked about that. High, higher, low, high, higher, low, high. A little pullback here the last couple of days after putting in this high Tuesday. So a little pullback, that's normal in an uptrend. Let's see what the employment report does, and then in short order, we're going to kick off earnings season middle of April, and that will be very important. So we'll see whether the earnings come in, as expected, better than or worse than the predictions, and that will be what really I think drives the market, barring any other developments. But we're in an uptrend, couple days pullback. It's kind of the short story there. And that is it for the market overview.